So, oh, you're recording me now. I'm not going
Uh,
to say that in a recording then.
uh, uh, oh, I didn't
But
realize.
I put a band together. I put a band together. That's all good. I put a band together and I'm rehearsing with them tomorrow. We're not
Oh,
doing sorry about the washing machine sound in the background.
I don't hear it. Just because I
Can
have
you
my.
hear it?
No, I
Yeah.
can't.
That's really good because that I was worried about that. Who would do their washing at 9 at night? Me. I guess that's a musician thing. We do that. Probably annoys the people in the building, but what can so be it?
Oh, for
Are
sure.
you, where do you live in the States?
I
Where?
live. Well, I live in New York State, not the
Yeah.
famous Times Square, which I wish I was at. Just mainly a suburb that's rather chill.
What's the suburbs, the name of the suburb?
Black River.
Wow, what a name for a suburb.
Oh, for sure. I actually live across from the river, so I get to relax every time I step out the house.
And do you make music yourself? Because you're really into music.
Um, no, I can't play an instrument because I have two left hands, so I just substitute that for dancing because I want to get involved with music, but I can't play an instrument or sing, so I just freestyle dance. You know, like
That's
pop,
okay.
like pop locking and miming.
Yeah, well, I can't do that. Good on you that you can do that.
Yeah, I always like feel like I'm for Dance Dance Revolution, why I love it so much is because I was the Michael Jackson of my local arcade, and my brother was Tito.
Oh, that's so cool. I love Michael Jackson.
Oh yeah, especially he's also a bit of Marlon because he tried to upstage me, but he always looked like a fool.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, shall we do this interview? And yeah, because what I've done is um, I have, where did I put them? I have answered your questions, but like, I'm not going to just read it off what I answered because that would be really boring. So, like, I'm just happy to, like, I just kind of, I know what you're going to ask me. So I just wrote some ideas of my answers.
All
But
right.
yeah,
All right. I have the sheets of my questions. Let's go. All right.
don't be nervous. You're more nervous than me.
No, I'm just came back from work, so I'm just a little
Don't
all
worry
over.
about it. It's okay. Don't be
Yeah.
overwhelmed. You know what? I'm just a human being from down the block.
Oh,
Think of me like that.
oh, for sure. But anyway, question
With a
one.
strange accent, with a really strange accent, as far as you would be concerned.
I love your accent. Like it just
Okay,
makes it fun to listen to.
it's
Even
funny.
though even though I can't hear it when you sing, but when you speak, like I can read a whole audio book of you.
Oh, that's so funny. That is really funny. Maybe I should do audiobooks next. That might
Oh,
be my calling.
oh, for sure, especially your memoir.
Oh, that's nice.
All
That's so
right.
sweet. Yeah, cool.
Question one. When were
I'm
you
ready.
Question one. When were you bitten by the singing bug?
Okay. Well, I guess when I was really, really young, because my mum's a singer and my brother um played the guitar, and so I was kind of brought up in a musical house, which was good. And yeah, my mum had me singing when I was really little. Like she had a little songbook with all these pop songs in it, and I just sing them, with her.
Uh,
And yeah, even we'd have jam sessions in my house. My family, we'd all sort of join in and just play something and yeah, or sing or whatever we did. Yeah. So yeah, I grew up with that.
your childhood sounded like a blast.
Oh, It's it was lovely. There, yeah, in the most part, of course, but we're only human.
Oh, for
Things happen.
sure. And question two,
Yeah.
who influenced your style of singing? Because I saw a funny thing that Naoki said, which is true, that you're his Kylie Minogue because you do have a similar vibe to her, even though I think you look like Christina Aguilera when she first came to the scene.
Oh, I love her. I love Christine Aguilera.
Oh
She
yes.
she's my go-to. I love Kylie as a performer and she's a sweetie, Kylie Minogue, and
Oh
I love her
yeah.
as a pop princess. Whereas Christine Aguilera is like a diva,
Oh
like
yeah. She like
with that
she
voice.
yeah, she's such a natural powerhouse
Yeah,
of a
absolutely.
singer
I really respect her. She's amazing. So
for
yeah, I
sure.
mean, I was influenced. I love Mariah, Whitney, all the 90s, and then even the 70s, like Stevie Nicks.
Oh
And
yeah.
even, I mean, she's still around, bless
Oh
her.
yeah. Like
And Annie
she's
Lennox, yeah.
oh yeah, Amy Leno, like she's a singer that I thought was a guy because she has a distinctive deep voice.
Yes, doesn't she? Like that Sweet Dreams song,
Oh
yeah.
yes.
And Sade for like that
Oh
smooth kind of
yes.
thing. And then I like a bit crazy, like Kate Bush, or of course Amy Winehouse. I mean, Amy
Oh
Winehouse, yeah,
yes.
she left too soon, gone too soon. Of course,
Oh
Michael
yeah.
Jackson, what a vocalist.
Oh yeah.
Janet
It
Jackson, Janet, I love Janet.
yeah, like I look up to them as dancers because I just love cutting a rug, especially to your tunes on DDR.
Which one in particular?
I would say Love Again Tonight because
Oh yeah,
it makes me do the Marlon Jackson body roll.
that's amazing. That's funny.
Oh yeah. All right. Question three. What was your favorite song to sing in the beginning of your musical journey?
I didn't have I can't say a song because I think that um you like songs for different times in your life and stuff like that. So,
Amen.
yeah, you know what I mean? Like
Oh
one song could be
yeah.
your song for that day, and the next song you're just stuck on this other song or
Oh
something.
yeah.
Yeah, so
Uh,
I really like dance music and disco. I like disco.
yeah.
I like dancey stuff, so it
Oh
was good to work with
yes.
Bemani. Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Like that's how I feel about your catalog because I can't pick between Can't Stop Falling in Love, Broken My Heart, and Believe as my favorite songs of yours because like you just delivered it like you were an A-list singer.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you.
Yep.
Gosh.
All right. Question four.
My voice sounds really husky because I've been talking to too many people on the phone today.
That's okay.
Sorry about
Um,
that.
oh, you're fine. Question
Yeah.
four. Were you ever
Yeah,
into dance music?
absolutely. Yeah, I went to a lot of
Yeah.
clubs, especially when I was living in Tokyo. I would go to a lot of clubs with EDM, electronic dance music, and
Yeah.
I'd hang out there. Yeah, and I also performed in some clubs in Tokyo live with had this DJ guy who was writing tracks, and I'd write lyrics and melody to it. And
Oh,
we
yeah.
actually, there is an album that we did, and he's released that. I think it's on, where is it? It's on iTunes, and it's on Amazon. I should give it a push. He released it in 2002,
Yeah.
and it's called Paula Terry, and the title is Sarah Garno. I think. Wait, let me have a look because I just sent someone a song from that because I'm talking to this DJ at the moment about collaborating. So I sent him a
Oh.
sample. I sent him that as a sample because I want to do some EDM.
Oh,
And
yeah.
yeah, and I actually wrote a protest kind of song last year. I did it by myself at home. I'm not really good at like doing the dance track thing with Logic. Can you
Yeah.
do that? Oh
Um,
no, you said you don't. So that's all good. Yeah, you're a dancer.
yeah.
Um, let me see. So the album's called Blow Your Mind,
Oh yeah, I've heard that
featuring,
one.
you've heard that? Featuring Paula by Saragano. Saragano's a Japanese producer, DJ,
Yeah,
dude.
I know him. I've been digging deep in the Japanese dancing since I've been getting back into DDR.
Wow. Okay, cool. Well, he's not a D, he's a different type, isn't he?
Yeah,
You
I
know,
know.
yeah, very, very different to Naoki. And yeah.
Yeah, like because um yeah, like going to the club in Japan, especially in the 2000s, always looked like a blast.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. Like, clubs that just had so many floors and so many
Oh
rooms.
yeah.
There
Yeah,
was one thing. Yeah.
like if you don't mind me asking, what's your go-to dance move? Because mine is always the prep and the backslide, aka the moonwalk.
Honey, I can't do any of those moves. So that ain't going to be happening. I'll just sort of, dance around with everyone else. Normally, is it normal? I don't know. I just sort of, I don't know. I haven't been dancing for a long time. I think COVID killed all that.
Yeah. Like screw you, COVID.
Yeah, it kind of was really bad to the music industry, artists, and we were all just sitting around
Yeah.
wondering what's going to happen to art. It was
Yeah,
like the
like
killer.
yeah, like thankfully fans like me just preserve it because I was taught never to take anything sacred for granted because what may be a thing of the past may be worth a lot of memories to someone else.
Yeah, right. That's a good comment. I like that.
Oh,
And I did all this stuff in Japan, and when I was there, I don't think I really knew. I didn't. First of all, I'll tell you this that I've had to tell quite a few people. I didn't know that this was going to be the stuff that I sang there. I was told by the producers and that it wasn't only going to be released in Japan, but it was released internationally. Okay. And then I started to get fan mail from people from the States, from England, from blah, blah, and it was like,
yeah.
are you kidding? And then I was like, well, how come you released this overseas? Oh, we couldn't help it. We just saw, just ended up in the arcade kind of thing, whatever. It wasn't a very good situation for me as an artist because I didn't have a manager. I did it all by myself. And yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't really know the music industry when I was doing it.
Yeah.
So in hindsight, when I look back at that, I go, I wish I had have done it better and understood it more and respected it more for what it was and what I was doing and stuff. Because I never knew that I'd make a name for myself in, this Bemani thing, I didn't know that. I was kind of surprised. I was like, what? Really?
Yeah, like you're better off like that anyway because like I do not want to hear a story about your talents being diminished by greedy executives and you sign a bad deal where you have to pay the label all this money, even though, like, you wrote the songs yourself, but the contract says they get this
Well,
percentage
they
or
did. That did
yeah.
happen. Okay. So yeah, I was kind of screwed by Konami, I can tell you, because I sold them my lyrics. They did a buyout with my
Um,
lyrics, and that's just too bad.
yeah,
That's just too bad to say.
but at least like you've made your mark in pop culture with
Yeah.
Bemani.
Yeah, that's really cool. That's a really cool, beautiful thing.
All right, for sure. And question 5, how did you get the job singing for Bemani?
Right. Okay. So I was working for an agent over there. She was an Australian girl as well, actually, an expat. She was running
Yeah,
an agent singing. She's a singer running a singing agency. She sung a lot of stuff for another game. Her name's Donna Burke.
I think
And
I've
she,
heard that name before.
yeah, now what's the game that she's sung for? I can't remember. Oh my God, you could have a quick look. and I think she's still doing stuff with them. It's very different to what I did, but she introduced me to Konami, and then I met Naoki, and
Well,
yeah, and that was that. It was great. Like I just was doing songs for quite a few years.
well, she did do stuff for anime and
So do
a
you know
lot
what
of
that is? Yeah. Do you know what that is? What she's
uh
done?
well,
She's
I'm not
amazing.
yeah, I think I've heard she has a great resume because like she's done all these video games and Outrun 2. Yeah, I am familiar with Donna Burke and she
Yeah,
looks
cool.
amazing.
She's a nice person. She's got a good sense of humor.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, she's pretty down to earth kind of human being, and I'm really lucky that she liked me as a singer, and so introduced me to this work, with Konami, and yeah, that's how that happened from
Oh,
her.
amazing story. I
Yeah.
I gotta I gotta get Donna on here if I can find her contact information, but that's a great way of getting into the business
I was
because
really lucky. I was very lucky that she liked me and as a singer in Tokyo, and she thought that I'd be perfect fit for this stuff and sent me along for the job, and yeah, it's history.
yeah, kudos to her. All right.
Yeah,
Question
totally.
question 6. What was the vibe in the studio like during your time at Bemani?
Hmm. Well, I wrote that we became friends because, it was becoming quite regular. Like, I remember at one stage, I was probably singing one song every 2 months or something. It was, sort of happening a lot. And so we were getting used to each other. But at that time, I didn't speak Japanese very well. And
Oh yeah.
my Japanese is better than his English, but he couldn't speak English at all. And so, but it didn't matter because we still got on really well, like as human beings. I like his vibe,
Yeah.
he's quite he's a, he's really knows what he wants. He's very precise, but at the same time, he's very sweet and gentle kind of human
Yeah.
being. He's got a sweet, sweet soul. He's a nice person. So he was good in the studio. He wasn't, I've been in studios with tyrants. I've been in the
Yeah.
studio with people who just like go get it done. Yeah, they get really angry with you and stuff. But he was just like very sweet, and sometimes he'd make me work really hard. He'd make me do it over and over again, but in a really sweet way.
Yeah.
He'd sort of beg me to do it, and I'd look at him like, "Yeah, okay, I'll do it because you're so nice. So I'll just
Yeah.
do
Like yeah, like as a singer, you're not always going to strike gold with the first take.
Yeah, no way. And a lot of the keys are really high. All that stuff's very
Oh
high,
yeah, like
and so I had to sing
especially
really high.
yeah, especially with Broken by Heart, like you were singing your ass off.
Oh yeah, my God, I need to listen to it again and see what I was doing. Lord.
But
And he used to call me Kylie. Yeah, so
oh
I wrote that down
yes.
as well. That he'd say, "You're my Kylie." I go, "Thank you."
But yeah, like about Japanese, like I only know a little bit. I speak it like a 4-year-old because I watch a lot of anime and I love the Japanese voice actors, like the guy that played Solid Snake in Metal Gear, Akio Otsuka, and my favorite Japanese voice actor, Kisho Taniyama. And can I please do an impression of Kisho? He's the voice of
Do it.
Chuya from Bungo
Go on.
Stray Dogs. All
Go
right.
on.
Wakaka! Omae Omae ni jitsu wa Oshimonakai! Hey, here's his scream.
Oh, that's very good. Oh,
Thanks.
that's so very good.
Thanks.
That,
Like he does it
that's
way
very well
better.
done.
like he does it better than me because his voice goes from really shrieking high to very
Yeah.
low when he's serious.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it, what they can do with their voices?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
And
that was really well done.
yeah, I love that story about Naoki because he always looked like a cool guy, especially when he dressed up as a cowboy in Fifth Mix.
Oh yeah, well, his fashion, like yeah, he'd always look really cool at the studio when I get like he's got longish
Yeah.
hair and his hair's sort of dyed, he's got blonde streaks in it, sort of flopping in his eyes, kind of like he looked like a rocker. He
Oh
looked like such a
yeah.
rocker, like a glam rocker kind of thing,
Oh
glam.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, kind of tight kind of, pants and cool jacket, sort of, yeah. Very much
oh
like, oh, you're definitely a musician. You're definitely an industry person,
oh yeah, for
But not,
sure.
but so him, like it's not fake. It's just comfortable in his own skin, kind of.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
for sure. Like and
yeah.
question 7, you probably answered, but you could like flesh it out more. What was Naoki like?
Oh, that's about it. I reckon that's it with that answer.
Yeah, you can't top that. Like I got what all the information of Naoki I needed.
Yeah, cool.
Question 8. What was a memorable studio session?
I don't know. I didn't answer that one. Or maybe because I did this song. He wanted me to do a song in French about he wanted me to write the lyrics in French, and that was kind of a challenge for me.
Oh
I do
yeah.
speak French from being living there as a child, but
Yeah.
for me to write adult song lyrics in a song and L'arc-en-ciel, I think it was L'arc-en-ciel, I think it was about a rainbow or something, or I can't remember. Yeah, l'amour et liberté,
I
et la
I
liberté, love and freedom. Yeah,
I
that's right.
wait, isn't that the trance song from Extreme? Because I think it was. I think I know what you're talking about.
It's all in French, the whole thing. And I really like that
Yeah,
track. That is a cool track.
yeah, like it's from Extreme.
And I liked it that it was a challenge. And so yeah, I remember that. And when I went in the studio with my lyrics, he was thrilled. He was like, yeah, that's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, like
And
it's yeah, like I can't imagine writing in another language. Hence why I love Japanese music, but I would never try to write it in Japanese because I'm not fluent in it.
yeah, right. Difficult. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And I also love the cover art for that song because I remember I could never pick the song because it freaked me out because it was this head coming from a lot of these waters, but then I realized it matches the tone of the song because it's kind of bleak.
Oh yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, like let's just say that Bemani always had interesting and unique cover art. And I would like to get some in a shirt.
Japanese are great artists, aren't they?
Oh,
Really unique.
oh,
Very unique.
oh, for sure. In question 10, wait, no, question 9, I skipped one, sorry. Your favorite song you recorded and why?
I had to think about that answer. Well, I was thinking L'amour et la liberté, but no, I thought Destiny. I've listened back to quite a few songs, and I like Destiny.
Oh yeah, that's a bop right there.
I think that's a good track.
Oh
It just
yeah,
works.
it is like your pen game is incredible. Like, and here's the thing about Dance Dance Revolution. Even though I wish the songs were longer, like it's incredible that you only have like a minute and 32 seconds, but yet the songs are always memorable.
That's good. We must have like just gelled together, Naoki and I. It was time and place.
Oh
When
yes.
yeah, when people get together artistically and just it's the right time and place for that. And
Oh,
yeah, and it just works. It worked,
oh
you know.
yeah, most definitely. Like when you guys have chemistry, you always make magic. Like that's the case with Justin Timberlake and Timbaland. Like they happen to hit it off, have chemistry, and then make some of the most memorable music of the 2000s.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yep, for sure. And question 10 now. Was it surreal hearing your voice for the first time in a DDR machine?
Yeah. What did I answer for that? That's right. I went to an arcade in Shinjuku, and I
Oh,
lived in Shinjuku when I lived in Tokyo. So I only
yeah.
kind of had to walk down the road. And I went down there with a Japanese friend of mine, and we were just looking at the machines and going, "Oh my God, I'm on that one. Oh my God, I'm on that one too. Oh, this is so weird." Yeah, and just like kind of going, "Oh, that's cool." Sort of, I don't know what I felt. What did I feel? Oh well,
Excitement,
yeah, kind of, yeah.
surrealist.
And flattered. I think I felt quite flattered
Oh,
that,
yes.
that yeah, that it happened, that was like, oh, that's nice, I'm on this machine, I'm on this game. So yeah, I don't know. I
Yeah,
think, yeah,
that's a great honest answer. And question 11, the creation behind Broken My Heart
that's
because
your
it's
favorite.
yes. And what made you pour your heart out vocally laying down your vocals? Because you sounded like you sounded like you were singing in anguish and sounded hungry, like you were singing like the rent was due.
Oh really, I've got to listen to it again. What was I going through at that time? Maybe my heart had been broken.
Oh
That's
yes.
what I'll say. you
Boys
know
will boy
Everyone's had a broken heart, haven't they,
oh
one
yeah.
way or another?
Oh for sure. Boys will be boys, as they say.
Well, girls will be girls and people will be people, and it's just sort of,
Yeah.
I think, I mean, your family can break your heart, not just your love, I mean, anyone, your friend can break your heart.
Oh
So
yes.
I guess I would, yeah,
Yeah, like I've been there, and let's just say I do not want to go back there because I'm I'm always nice to everyone, but then it really hurts me when they're not nice back.
absolutely. I mean, and you know what? When that happens, I'd go, it's your loss. It's their
Yeah,
loss.
yeah, like that's why I turned to Dance Dance Revolution again because like hearing these songs again just give me confidence.
Oh, that's good. Do you live with your family?
Um, yes, because I have a dance pad, which is a foam one, and a PlayStation 2 coming, and I have USB drives in which I can play imported games. So I can finally play the Japanese
Oh,
Dance
that's
Dance.
good.
Yep.
Okay, cool, cool.
All right. Question 12. Would you be down to remake your Bemani songs?
Absolutely.
Ah,
When can I
yeah.
do that? Who should I talk to?
Um, I
Konami,
think
I guess. And
well,
they're not.
Well, we should spread the word, and you can like have your producers make a skeleton track and expand and flesh out the songs. So we could have the extended versions of Broken My Heart and Can't Stop Falling in Love.
Okay, that's a good idea. But the thing is, Jordan, in
Yeah,
in the music industry, that kind of stuff is, yeah, it's not that
yeah.
easy in the sense that I don't own the rights to those songs.
Oh
Konami
yeah.
does. Naoki does. I guess Naoki or Konami own them, or they both do. And I don't know what kind of a deal he struck with them. But I don't,
Yeah.
I don't have any ownership of those songs. All I have is that I sang them, that it's my voice and my name
Yeah,
there.
and the
Do you know what I
lyrics
mean?
too. Yeah, and the
Well,
lyric.
yeah,
Yeah,
and I would need them to say, I would have to license it, rent. I would have to literally, can you believe I would have to rent those songs off them because they
yeah,
own them.
yeah, and Naoki would get royalties if that were to happen, which I'm not mad at because Naoki's a hardworking musician.
Maybe you can send him, why don't you send him a message and try and push him into this? I think it's a good
Oh,
idea. It's
oh,
long overdue.
oh, for sure. Like if he can respond because his I haven't seen updates from his page because he hasn't posted since last year,
Well,
but
that's
may
weird. I wonder.
yeah, maybe the guy's just busy or relaxing, but I'll most
He might be
certainly
having a
do
break.
that.
Well, I tell you what, I haven't been back to Tokyo since COVID, and I had a plan to go there last year in December, and then the ticket prices were too much. And so I've been looking at going later on this year. And he would be somebody who I'd love to see when I go to Tokyo, you know?
Oh yeah, like I
Yeah,
bet
I'd love to look up with him.
he would love to see you again, I bet.
Yeah, I'd love to see him, hook up with him and say, come on, let's go to the studio. Let's do something. They're waiting for us. It's been more than 10 years.
Yep, and he's willing to do that because that means more royalty money.
Yeah, yeah,
All right. Last question I have for you is would you be down for a Bemani and Dance Mania tour?
of course. Absolutely. You can arrange that. Let me know.
Oh,
Be
for sure.
in touch.
Like I have this amazing idea where like it's
You need
going to
lots of money.
yeah, like it's an amazing idea I came up with
Yeah.
where Dance Mania Bimani artists perform songs and the dance and we have a troupe of dancers that are dressed as the characters from the game. Like you'll have an Emi Toshiba, Rage, Boldo, all those folks there
That would be
getting
so cool.
oh for sure. Like
I'd love to do that.
yeah,
The
that
sooner the better, I say.
oh for sure. All right. Any last words?
Any last words? Well, to you, thank you for for this podcast, and do send me a copy when you feel like it. Like send me, you know my email now, so send me a
Yes.
and what would it be, an MP3 of it, I guess. And
Yeah.
and yeah, and let me know if you've released it or whatever, and I can share it with my friends who would be interested in this.
Oh,
And
for
thank
sure.
you for being my fan for all this long time. It's
You're
such a long
welcome. And I hope that we could do a second interview. I hope we could do a second interview.
second interview. I don't know if I have anything else to tell you. I don't think it's very exciting. How about this? When I start to release my dance music this year, I've
Yep.
been working on some electronic dance music, that I get in touch with you and I send you a sample track, and then we can maybe do a podcast about that. And it'd be good if you put your podcast out there and then we can promote it.
Oh,
Anything that promotes music, let's go for it.
oh, for sure. All
Yeah.
right. I thank you for your time
Oh,
and
thank you too, Jordan.
arigato gozaimasu. Sayonara,
ありがとうご
bye
ざいます。
bye.
ありがとうございます。バイバイ。ジョーダンちゃん。じゃあね、バイバイ。はい、ジョーダンちゃん。
じゃあな。
バイバイ。